What's good, my fellow Destined ones? So the Game Science dev team has dropped one of the best updates of 2024, period point blank. It breaks everything. It's an absolute monster, and I want to get straight into it. I'm going to break this video into different sections. The prizes, rewards, and everything you can get from this brand new update, the brand new features, as well as my personal thoughts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and lock in. One of the very first items that you will be able to get your hands on as soon as you get into the game and you walk over to a keeper's shrine is going to be this, the map. And oh my god, the attention to detail is absolutely insane. It has every single shrine that you found in the game and it looks beautiful. Not only is it a actual working map, but you can go into it and add your own personal markers. So different things like herbs and chests, things that you find all over the world, well, you can actually lay those markers down so that it's a lot easier for you to find them again. I will be going back over some of the old guides that I created on this channel and reworking them and creating them again with these detailed maps to make it easier for brand new players. So if you don't want to miss out on those guides coming real soon, make sure you're subbed and you're locked in. Now, in order to get one of these maps, like I said before, you need to go to a keeper shrine and you'll be able to purchase it from the store. That's not the only thing you can get. You can actually go in here and you can claim your rewards. There's going to be a section that says claim your trailblazer or whatever it is. And as soon as you do so, you'll be able to receive this amazing outfit that I'm wearing right now. Shout out to the Game Science dev team for giving us this amazing outfit for the Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year to everybody over there in Game Science. I know it's a little bit early, but hey, I'm feeling the vibes. I'm loving it, and it's absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the cleanest outfits in the game right now, and it has a little bit of a unique effect on it. So let's talk about it. The Lion Head of Opulence has a unique effect that after a successful hit with 3 or 4 focus point attacks, it moderately increases movement speed and it reduces the stamina cost of all actions. That's pretty solid. Now it also has a special ability. If you have 2 pieces of the set, Year-Round Prosperity activates and you get massively reduces the stamina cost of jumping effect. Or if you have 4 of the set, then the firecrackers will burst continuously in the Ring of Fire. So if you're a Ring of Fire user, you can have some firecrackers popping off in your Ring of Fire. It's pretty awesome. But for me, I'm a rock solid type of guy. Everything I do in this game is nick of time, rock solid type things. So yeah, I'm only wearing this for the actual video, but when it comes to my builds and when it comes to these fights, I need to have on my iron horn helm and everything else that's giving me my rock solids. But I digress. Backing out of that, you can also go back into the Keeper Shrine to see some of the brand new rewards and the challenge mode. Now this is where it's at. This is the best part of the update by far. They added 2 modes for us. Let's get into it. Mode number 1 is Return of the Rivals. You need to defeat these rivals first in your playthrough before you can basically have a revenge match here in this menu. But all this is it's a huge menu with every single boss in the game. With that being said, as long as you've beaten them before in your game, you can come back here and reface them or re-challenge them. And when you rematch them or whatever, you have different options. For example, Guangzi here, you can fight him on Pilgrim, which is the lowest difficulty. It's fairly simple. If you have a powerful character, then you'll probably be one-shotting him and beat it within the first like 7 seconds. Young Sage is going to be the medium tier difficulty. It's fairly difficult. Some of these bosses actually will sauce you up a little bit if you're not paying attention on this difficulty, but it's not too bad. If you have a fairly decent build and or if you're completely capped out on everything and all the abilities, then you'll probably completely wipe the floor with all of these bosses in this mode as well. But the real challenge is right here in the Great Sage Challenge. Now, first of all, their health bar is insane. I cannot hold you. It's crazy how much damage they just straight tank. It's kind of wild. Like they tank the damage as if everybody in here is broken shell level Wukong. Like it's kind of wild. You'll see what I'm talking about as soon as you try to kill a couple of these guys, but it's pretty wild. Anyways, that's not the only thing that changes. they can one-shot you. There's different charge up attacks they have now. If they catch you slipping, it's over. They're wiping the floor with you every single time. So you really have to pay attention to the different fights. You really have to know the fights pretty well, and or just be ready for anything. I'm going to have a bunch of builds that I'm going to feature here on the channel. Once again, I'm going to run them back so I can show you different builds that I use to beat down all of these different bosses. I've already defeated every single boss in the Black Wind Mountain area on all difficulties. And yes, the hardest 3 for me was Guangmo. He took me 2 tries, which for me, that's a lot. If it takes me more than once, I'm kind of irritated already. Guangmo took me 2 tries. The White Clad Noble took me 11 tries. This guy is a problem. He's extremely annoying, and I did not enjoy doing his fight at all. I had to switch my build up several times to try to figure out which build I wanted to actually try to tackle this with. And without cheesing it or anything, I just used my rock solid build at the end of the day and was able to take the W. But I had to take my time. I had to constantly make sure I did my timing correctly on see-throughs and rock solids and all these other things to make sure that I could basically get out of dodge and hit him back with my counter attack. Very, very difficult fight, but it was a lot of fun. And then the very last one in this section that gave me a little bit of trouble was the Black Bear Guai. It only took me about 4 times, but to me that's too much. He was kind of nasty. The Elder wasn't too bad. I actually enjoyed this fight a lot. It took me 2 times to do it, but I realized how exactly I wanted to go about doing it, so I did it that way and it worked. If you need guides on how to beat any of these boys in this list, then feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. And let me know down below which one of these guys actually gave you a hard time in this brand new update. But moving on from there, that's not the only thing that they unlocked for us. I'm kind of surprised, like I beat all of this and I was expecting something to happen, like some type of reward or something. And that is not the case as of right now while I'm recording. So if that changes, I'll let you know in a comment or in the next video. Moving on from there, we have my favorite mode, and that's the Gauntlet of Legends. This is going to put you up against several bosses in succession, and you have to beat all of them. Your stats and everything that you did in the first fight carries over to your next fight, and that actually means something. So if you use all your resources in the first fight, you're going to struggle like hell in the second and third fight. And it's even crazier if they have more than one phase. That is when things are really going to get messy for you, so you have to be on your toes at all times. If you beat this, it shows you your best record and when exactly you beat it and the time you did so, as well as the rewards. Let's talk about all the brand new rewards before we go into more details about this new game mode. So for the first one, the 3 tigers, I was able to receive the Soul Remigration Pill, as well as the Stone Tiger's Tally. Pretty awesome. Moving on from there, if I beat the next one, which is the non-pures, the Frost Enduring Chrysanth is going to be one of the brand new items I will be able to get. Using Gourd in low mana restores a moderate amount of ki. Pretty awesome. I mean, if you use that with another one of the items that you have in your kit, you can do some pretty interesting things with that. Moving on from there, you have the Red Longs. So all of the different longs, you can fight them in this mode, and you will receive the Glimmering Scale Pellet as well as the formula, which is pretty amazing. Just receiving this alone after use considerably increases the damage of all scale made staff attacks for a relatively long time. Pretty awesome. Looks like we're gonna have a pretty interesting staff coming up, so I can't wait to see what that's looking like. Moving on from there, we have Quick as Fire, Fast as the Wind. These guys are gonna give you a little bit of a Soul Migration Pill, a Soul Remigration Pill, as well as the Ever Burning Palace Lantern. I have no idea what this is. I think it's a curio, but I'll have to let you guys know what it does once I get my hands on it. We're not done yet though. The next Shadowy Assembly is going to give you 3 items. I'm pretty sure this one right here has got to be some type of like weapon. So we have the Darkened Eye, we have Kung Steel, so you can upgrade your weapons, and then we have Sour Wine, a brand new drink that they just threw on us. I'm loving it. It's awesome that they just have so many different brand new details and things to add into the game for free. Next up, we have this one right here, the Collective Strength. You have the Radiating Cosmo, you have the Kung Steel, and you have the Robust Antlers. Pretty cool. Moving on from there, we are going to have the Stone Monkey, the Soul Remigration Pill, as well as the Fragment of the Ocean Settling Pillar. Is going to be our mythical for this fight. And last but not least, we have the White Clad Noble fight, which is going to give you 3 Hill Crown as well as the Celestial Ribbon. Now, the best part about all of this is it's actually amazing fights. The fights are really, really well put together, and they're extremely difficult. You can make the difficulty even harder for yourself if you choose to by adding curses, but there's no real benefit or reason to do it besides the fact that you're doing it. So with that being said, it's completely up to you whether you want to do that or not, but it's an option nonetheless. Now, all the way at the bottom here, it has a question. I have no idea what exactly that is. I have not beaten every single one of these challenge modes just yet. I will be featuring these challenge modes here on the channel, so you guys will get to experience me playing through this and getting slapped up and or slapping it up. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I don't know. It looks like it's going to be a run for my money. Now, some of the features that I love about the brand new Return of the Rivals and the Gauntlet of Legend modes is the fact that it doesn't just kick you out of the fighting area. If you lose, you're able to re-up by going back into your inventory or back into your menus and like resupply yourself with all the different medicines that you need, and or you can change up your build right there on the fly. You can switch things out right there. It's very easy, and then you can get right back to it. So personally, this entire update is nothing but a W coming straight from Game Science. I definitely understand why they received the Player's Choice Awards at the TGAs, and they for damn sure earned it because everything they've been doing since launch has just been absolutely amazing. But that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys found this informative and it helped you. If it did, go ahead and smash the like button for me and sub so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and everything else you need for Black Myth Wukong. I'm going to link a couple of my challenge modes here on the channel, so if you don't want to miss out on those and you want to check those out, you already know what to do. But this is your boy M of MSensei HD. For now, though, I'm out of here.